Hello and welcome to this video on patch notes 5.1 of the Monk class. First up we have the spinning crane kick, the Mistweaver version. Now does 2,809 healing, down from 4,013. AP scaling reduced to 4.8%, down from 6.86%. This move has basically been getting nerfs as time's been going on anyway, because it was doing ridiculous amounts when you took certain talents and stuff. So I could see this coming anyway. But this isn't too bad a nerf. It will still be worth using in an AoE healing situation, but it's not going to be worth using it just as a normal healing tool. Next up we have a talents nerf, which would be healing elixirs. Every 18 seconds instead of 15, you gain healing elixirs, causing your next brew or tea to also heal you for 10% of your total health. This is pretty much to stop the spamming of elixirs going off, because basically as a DPS monk you can use it every second, so you could have 10% of your health pack every second, but then obviously because it's like had a 15-second cooldown on it, it was stuck to that, and then obviously they don't like that, so they want it up a bit more. And I'm not sure it worked on much on other monk specs, but personally I didn't use it because I didn't feel like it was gonna last that long, and it got nerfed anyway. Next up we have another talents nerf, which is every 22 seconds you gain power strikes instead of 20, causing your next jab to generate 1 additional chi. This was basically, in my opinion, because it was doing way better. It's so much better than the other options you have. And just in general, everyone took it, and I think they wanted it more for a PvE standpoint to take this, and then they wanted you to take the other two for PvP, but you're still going to take power strikes over the other two in PvP as well as PvE. You're still going to take it, so I don't know. Next up we have a Brewmaster nerf, which is that Keg Smash is no longer limited to 3 targets, but now requires melee range. This is, I suppose you could take it either as a buff or a nerf, but before it would be up to like 8 yards range, so you could throw it at stuff and then pull with it, sort of. Now it's only melee range, but it's a limited target, so you've got to use it to hit things next to you now, I guess. So it's going to be good for AoE tanking on top of yourself, but far range you can't use it at all. Next up we have 2 Windwalker buffs, the first being a Rising Sun kick buff, which now causes all targets within 8 yards to take an additional 15% damage from your abilities for 15 seconds, up from 10%. This is a sick buff, really, like 5% increased damage. No one can really complain about that. I feel like they did need it for the most part, from what I've been hearing a lot from other people complaining about it, but the lack of damage anyway. So I don't know, I feel like it's a good move. Next up is Spinning Fire Blossom, now has 66.5% AP scaling, up from 46.6% scaling, which is actually a really good buff. 20%-ish extra AP. I mean, like, you're gonna hit really hard already when you're far away from them, like more than 10 yards. Well, I say really hard. It's gonna hit more than your normal chi building moves and stuff like that, and it's gonna hit more than your Tiger Strike. And it's gonna do miles more than that now. Like, you're gonna be hitting pretty damn hard. And it's like your catch up with people move, so I think this is a really good move. That's all on this patch notes for the Monk. Hopefully, if you like this video, you'll like it and favorite it or whatever, and also comment in the bottom what do you think of these changes. I think they're pretty good for Windwalkers. Healing and stuff and tanking or whatever, they did get nerfs. I think it was mostly because of the AoE healing and stuff like that. Also, I think Power Strikes is really annoying that they nerfed that, but you can't win them all. So just give your opinion in the bottom. I want to know what you think, and I will speak to you again soon. Goodbye!